Okay, going to front lower control arm. See those two right there? There's that lollipop that you're going to take out. So those are 34 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead and remove that and slide it off this control arm, this boomerang looking thing. We're going to slide it off that, and the bushing that we're going to replace is in this. Okay, so I used this awesome puller to pull this lollipop off. Doesn't look too bad though. Still looks pretty good. So we're going to use this again, and basically what I'm going to try to do is, here's my carriage bolt with a bunch of washers. The washer is just a little bit smaller than this metal part of the bushing, but let's see if it works. Carriage bolt has a nice rounded head to fit the cup of this. Just kind of straighten it out, and again, you don't really need one this long. You know, maybe a 3 or 4 inch one should be fine for both the subframe bushing and this thing. So the washer is just smaller than the metal part of the bushing, the outside, but let's see if it's enough to actually push it out. If not, you can get a bigger one, or this is from the subframe bushing. This is bigger than the bushing itself here, also bigger than the actual lollipop itself. So I don't know, we'll see if this works. If not, then I'll try to use this to at least push it partway through, and then yeah, well, it looks like it's just going to push out the bushings. Okay, so you see, it should be enough to get it started. Wow. So I think what it did is it just kind of skipped. It went from being centered to it just kind of skipped out a little bit. Let's keep going. Actually, I had one of these from a bearing puller kit. So this might be just small and big enough. Get it nice and centered. Okay, so I'm having an issue. This is just inside this metal, and it'll just push out the rubber. This is too big. So what I'm going to try to do is put these smaller washers right to the edge, and then use that to basically get bigger. See how that expands just to the metal lip. There we go. Alright, there's the old bushing. Wow, this thing is, see that bend right there? Alright, let's go ahead and put the new, here's the Powerflex front control arm bushings. This is PFF5-301. So it looks like with this, this comes with the bushing itself, an inner part of the bushing, and a washer that goes right in there. So this is where the control arm goes into. The control arm, the pointy end, sticks toward the back of the car, so put the lip toward the front of the car. If the front of the car is there, put the lip that way, and the control arm goes in this way. Put this on the control arm first, put this in the lollipop, and then try to get these two to mate instead of trying to put this together and then trying to get this onto the control arms. With the grease, you don't want to grease the outside that goes onto the lollipop part, and you don't want to grease the inside that goes onto the control arm part. So the only thing you want to grease is inside here. You can see that texture that allows the grease to kind of stay in there, and it won't kind of dry out. Let's see if this goes in by hand first. It's fairly straightforward. And then put in some grease. Make sure it gets into into the little cavities of the diamonds. Don't forget to put on the washer first. No grease on this spline. This is a 24 mil deep socket. It's going on easy enough.